Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Today we are building, something a little out of the blue for me. We are building just the most perfect, beautiful suburban house you could ever imagine. But I actually built this on live, so shout out to everyone who was there on live with me, watching me, be picky and choosy about which sofas I want to use. But this house came together pretty quickly in my personal opinion. I actually built the shell off camera because personally I don't really have a lot of fun watching people do the outsides of builds, and for this build in particular, you're probably wondering, what the hell just happened? The roof on this house took me forever. I was using a real-life photo of from a real house and a real floor plan. I was struggling, and it was not fun to watch, so I went ahead and cut that out. I also cut some of the floor plan and a lot of the landscaping because I'm a horrible landscaper, and you're gonna see it come together. You're gonna be like, this is literally just flowers. How'd you mess this up? I'm like, I know. But I am really happy with how this house came out. I don't normally build on TikTok Live. I build more on my Twitch. Shout out to my Twitch if you guys want to follow me on there. Because it's a little bit more low-key, and TikTok is for the chaos. TikTok Live is for the chaos, because that's where I do my 100 baby challenge, and it is rough. But this house comes together pretty quickly. It's very boring in some sense. Maybe that's not the right word, but that's kind of what I was going for. It was a very traditional, anyone could play in this house. This house could be for just your regular everyday family gameplay, because I am a family gameplay girly. I say, even though most of you who have stumbled upon my YouTube channel are probably here for my 100 baby challenge on TikTok, which is anything but family friendly, and other than all the babies we have, it is pretty hectic and chaotic. And I actually, not last time I played, but the time before that, I literally had to take a break because after I got off stream, I was so frustrated. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna kick the trash can or something. When your Sims kids are pissed off and they go outside and they just kick the fucking trash can? That's how I felt. Not healthy, not good. So I ended up taking a little bit of a break. It has been crazy. But anyway, so this house is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house with a little office nook stair railing thing. You'll see it when we get upstairs. But I'm really happy with how it came out. The way I imagine this house once we get inside is it's pretty traditional, but I added a couple more modern elements. So I was hoping that maybe this is a craftsman house that a family bought, and they moved in. They slowly but surely been renovating it, and I all in all think it's really playable. Personally, I don't love playing in 2-story houses if I can avoid it, but I love the way 2-story houses looked. I've never personally lived in a 2-story house, so I gravitate towards building them per se. But the reason I don't love playing in 2-story homes is because, especially now with the infants, but the toddlers, it was bad with just the toddlers, but now with the infants, oh my god, the 100 baby challenge, honestly, if you took out the infant life stage at this point, doesn't seem that hard. It's only the infants are the challenge, and I blame no one but myself, because I wanted those infants so bad. But you either know what I'm talking about, or you're the infants are great, what are you talking about? And I'm if you don't feel the way I feel, good for you. So we're finishing up the outside of this house. We're about to break on the inside. I talked about the build a little bit, so be really proud of me. We're in the kitchen putting... Don't worry about these blue cabinets. I changed them out. The color we go for is red. It's very red in this house, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm actually obsessed, chef's kiss. But this is the stuff that came with the Parenthood stuff pack, or game pack. I always get mixed up with the stuff pack, game pack, differences, and people get very upset with me sometimes, so I do apologize. This is really something I've been worried about, and I really need to make light of for my mistakes. But I did my graduation photos on Monday, which was really exciting. I had to get up at freaking 6 o'clock in the morning because I took my photos across town. I had to be there by 7:30. It was gloomy and freezing, and then I tell you, I was throwing a level 10 brat bitch fit. I'm not kidding. I was trying not to, but I was literally pouting. I was driving 10 and 2. I was silent. I was so upset. I don't really know why I was in such a bad... Okay, that's a lie. I totally know I was in a bad mood. I had such not high expectations because I guess you could say that. I just wanted them to look nice because I spent a lot of money on them, and I've never taken photos professionally before, and I'm very proud of myself for graduating. Shout out to all my December grads or my college girlies. You'll get through it. It will be worth it. Don't cry when you get your photos done like I did. I did not cry, but I almost cried. As you can see, we're in a bit of a blue arrow right now. That does not stay. The chat was not having it. I was like, do you guys like this? And they're like, no. No, we don't. I was like, thanks for being kind about it. Let's change it. So I was really upset because my hair, I like got like one of the styler blow dry thingies from Home Goods. Good price. Loved it. And my hair looked okay, but then I had to redo it in the morning because I slept like a maniac apparently, and it looked crazy. And so it didn't really look that good, and I was really upset, and I had to do my own makeup, and I'm not very good at makeup. And I had just bought new makeup, which was another mistake. I literally went the night before to the Sephora and bought something I had never tried before as someone who doesn't really know how to pick their own, like, color, and it was really busy because they had all their, like, Black Friday sales still going on. And I was, like, didn't want to ask anyone, and there wasn't, like, too many people who could really help me, so I was like, okay, this looks, like, close enough. I'm, like, doing a little swatchy thing. I'm like, does this match? I'm, like, trying to gaslight myself into thinking it matches. Little surprise. It didn't. It didn't freaking match. And then, so, I'm tired, and I'm frustrated, and my face is darker than my neck, and no matter how much I blend, it's not working out, so I was having a time. Once I got there to do the photos, I was in a much better mood. The girl who took them, and I will tag her, I will post them, obviously, because I spent a lot of money on them, and they're gonna look so slay. Oh, I also couldn't find my graduation photo dress that I bought. I'm, like, ripping apart my closet. I'm like, I just had this. It got put in the dryer. It was fine. Then I couldn't find my freaking shoe. I get in the car with the black shoes. I was gonna wear the black dress. Only one shoe. And at this point, I'm about to run late. So I just storm inside. I'm being literally such a fucking, I'm not being nice at this point, okay? I'm like storming into the house. I'm like, motherfucker. And I just find the first pair of heels I can find. And I'm like, these are what I'm wearing. And I get there on time, and it's fine. And it was, like, cold and overcast. And the girl who took my photos was like, don't worry, this is actually really good lighting. Like, it's not too bright. And obviously, like, she's gonna warm the photos up when she edits them. And I was like, I literally need to stop being a freaking bitch right now because I'm gonna be fine. And I had a really great time. But when I tell you the melodramatics were on, like, level 12, I freaking mean it. Speaking of melodramatics, rude. I literally specifically waited for the lawn gentleman who takes care of the lawn outside of my townhouse to, like, be done. And I hadn't heard a peep from him in 20 minutes before I started this voiceover. And of course, I get 5 minutes into the voiceover, and he's like, just kidding. Time to whack some freaking weeds. I lost my train of thought. It's not like it had a solid course anyways, especially if you're someone who watches my speed builds pretty consistently, then you know that I have the tendency to just kind of fly off the handle with things like this. Here I am trying to decide if I want to size down this bookshelf. These Book Nook bookshelves and, like, the way they clip together. The chokehold they have on me is absolutely disgusting. I love them. I am just, like, so happy with them. And I never really use and, like, gravitate towards, like, the darker wood colors. And that definitely has a lot to do. Here's me trying to decide on my red sofa. If you were in chat for this, you know we contemplated, like, 20 minutes which sofa we wanted. We obviously went with the one from the Horse Ranch pack, and I just thought it was gorge. Literally gorge. But I don't really gravitate towards darker wood, like, not even in flooring. I guess more in flooring in real life, but still not even. And I think that has a lot to do with just personal preference. I am, like, a light wood girly. I like some light, airy kind of stuff. I have beautiful light hardwood floors in my townhouse, so that's good. But I was trying to be a little bit different because I built another little suburban kind of dream home, if you will, a few weeks ago, and it was definitely more in a lighter color scheme, white windows, light wood floors, white trim, the whole nine. So I was going for a little bit more of a moody, dark kind of vibe, maybe to match fall, because this is gonna be, like, more of our last kind of fall gravitating build for a freaking while, because it's time to gear up for the holiday season. And if you are not ready, well, you are at the right place, because I am ready. I literally, as soon as I finish this voiceover, I'm going to the drugstore to pick up some appropriate batteries for my light up Christmas decor for behind me. I'm so freaking excited to, like, decorate my little setup, and I already have some plans. I'm gonna make a pretty large build, I think. And I really want to do the angel trees this year. So I was thinking about maybe, like, vlogging, doing my angel tree shopping, and then kind of giving a rundown of what I got and all that stuff for the angel tree. whenever I'm doing, like, my big build. Because, you know, if you have to do a voiceover and talk to yourself for 45 minutes, it's, like, kind of hard. Even for someone like me who does not shut the fuck up. And even I'm like, damn, what do I talk about? Like, so I think that would be fun. And if you don't know what an angel tree is, they do them at different stores. Sometimes they do them at, like, community centers. But, like, specifically, I know at Walmart, if you live near one and you would like to do this, it's a great little way to get involved. But basically, there are slips for people to kind of fill out, like, child. They'll have their name on them and, like, their gender, their sizes, what they want for Christmas, and you can go buy them and then you turn them in. Most places you have to do it unwrapped to make sure they're not, like, inappropriate or anything like that, which is, like, definitely a good thing. There are some crazies out there. And basically it allows for people to have a really nice Christmas for their families, and I think it's a really spectacular thing to do. Also, there's, like, other causes. Toys for Tots I'll definitely be donating to this year. If not through the fire station next to my house, I will probably do it through, I volunteer as much as I can at this local food bank, so there's no word on if we're going to do a toy drive yet, but I'm sure they'll do something. And I just thought that would be really fun. And also, this is my little reminder that if you're feeling in the charitable giving mood this holiday season, you definitely should do it. If anyone else knows of any other, like, more national causes, I live in Florida. So if there's anything in Florida that you're thinking of, I would love to be as involved as I can. I'm not the biggest money baller, but I do okay, and I love to give back. So definitely, like, send me a message on TikTok or Instagram, or comment down below and be like, hey, like, check this out. I would love to at least, like, give things a look, see what I can do, you know? I'm also, like, I'm gonna have to, like, block my mom and, like, my okay, I say my family. My mom is the only one who watches my YouTube videos. My mom from my YouTube channel, because I definitely also am gonna go on a tangent and tell everyone on the internet what I got everyone for Christmas, because I love my my love language is giving gifts and receiving gifts. Like, not big gifts or anything, but, like, I love buying presents. I love, if you invite me to your house for a dinner party, I'm showing up with something. A dish, a wine, some flowers, like, I don't know, never go anywhere empty-handed, and it makes me feel like people, like, put, like, so much thought into you, and I think it's so sweet. But the chokehold that I'm in the entire month of December, where I'm like, I got your present already, you're gonna love it. So, like, I'm gonna just tell everyone on the internet what I got everyone for Christmas, because I know I won't be able to stand it. We are in the little nursery. I made a blue nursery. I guess it's definitely more, like, actually, the storyline I had in my head is that there were these two dads who, like, okay, here's my brain. In this house, I was thinking one of the dads is, like, really into reading, so he's either, like, a book critic, or he, like, specifically works in, like, a magazine column where he, like, reviews books, like, the Book Talk, but for older people, not on actual Book Talk. Book vlog. Blog, really. Blog. And then his partner, he is, like, maybe, like, kind of handy, Mr. Fix-It, and has probably been helping, like, renovate this house. And they have 3 daughters. They can be science babies, they could be adopted, they could be whatever. But all of the rooms in this house are definitely geared more towards, like, young ladies. There is a nursery for infants, obviously, which could easily be converted, like, just get the baby, bring them home in the little bassinet, or right as an infant. Then this one is what I imagine being for, like, a teen girls room. And it's honestly, like, a little generic. I used a lot of the high school year stuff. I ended up flipping the overall layout of the room because I was definitely not using what was best for the space. Yeah, here it goes. I love this bed, though. It comes in so many beautiful swatches. But I ended up putting, like, a little desk and stuff. It's a little generic, but, like, I just like the really, like, light blue pastel colors, and that's literally what I based the entire theme of the room off. I definitely put, like, a lot of posters and stuff up on the wall. It's serving, like, 14, 15-year-old girl, like, in my head. And then, I think that's, other than, like, the posters, I don't think I really put anything crazy in here. I did not give her a computer because there's already a computer in the hallway. And so, like, why would she need a whole freaking computer? I don't know, protect your kids from the internet, like, low-key. Oh my god, this room. So I have been on the side of TikTok that's doing, like, the Pen 15 trend, like, people showing, like, the cringy shit they did when they were, like, middle schoolers. when I tell you that I not only begged and pleaded to have an aqua colored bedroom, I'm like not fucking joking you at all. And I was thinking about that when I was building this, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we're having an aqua accent wall. And the way that this room would have been the point of all my envy as a child, like if I would have gone to your house at like 12 or 13 and you would have had this room, I would have literally hated you. I would have preyed on your downfall. I would have been the biggest fucking hater you had ever met in your life, all over this aqua colored room. And I was allowed to paint my room aqua at one point, but I was like 6, and then we moved to like the town I really mainly like grew up in, and I was not allowed to do it again, and I was pissed. I was furious. And my room was still blue, but it wasn't even like an ugly blue or anything. It was like definitely still in that like realm of like aqua, but it was not this bright, vibrant, horrific aqua color, and I was just not happy about it. And then that bed, I think that bed is from Parent. Whew, that's quite the guess I'm taking. I honestly don't remember. It's from one of the earlier packs. Chokehold. This with the drapes. Oh, I'm still obsessed with it. If I had a daughter, I'd be like, are you sure you don't want this one? And they were like, no, Mom, I don't want that. Like, that's not like Slay. I'd be like, literally, shut up. Shut up right now. Get the bed. And I know it's a little ridiculous, but I don't care. It's also a big-ass fucking room. And again, there are books all over this house. There's a book nook upstairs. There's books in the child room. There's obviously all the books downstairs. We're apparently running outside to the bottom, or to the backyard. I put a couple bikes out here. There's not a whole lot in the backyard, to be completely honest, because I was going for, like, almost, like, plain, boring suburbia. So I put, like, a swing set for the kiddos, and then, oh, I put a basketball hoop? Who am I? Literally, I just wanted this house to be, like, Disney Channel vibes, almost. Like, envious of how many kids would want to be at this house all the time, because they have, like, play equipment, they got the basketball hoop. The only thing I didn't not give them was a pool. And then up here, I did just did like a little garden space to kind of match the vibes of all the flowers. And really, we're kind of coming to the end of the build, so I'm going to give a live tour right now. We're finished with our house. Let's do a little tour. This is obviously the outside. I'm obsessed. It's literally so good. It's so perf. I did not put a car in the driveway like I normally do because, again, basketball hoop, and the hoopers don't have time for the cars. But this is the exterior of the house. Peep those little white columns from Get Together that literally have me in a chokehold. Backyard, very perf. Literally love. Love, love, love. I like that I used the little brown craftsman style windows that came with Growing Together. They're some of my favorite in the entire game. I just love craftsman style homes. I really do. Sorry if you don't. But this is the living room. It's giving cozy family vibes. Peep the board games. My family doesn't play board games together, but we do consume alcohol together sometimes in an appropriate legal manner. Then I just like the red. I like this little area over here. Like, personally, I could see myself like reading there all the time. If I live there, and I'm sure the husband in this house also is just like sitting there like being so perf. And then, of course, we have, like, the little dining room area. And I just like the flow of this house. Because open concept in The Sims 4 does not always look super great. Because, I don't know. In The Sims, having a closed-off floor plan or even, like, smaller build is almost better sometimes. Even though in the opposite in real life is, like, everyone wants open concept. Everyone wants that. But I personally love the flow of this house. The kitchen's on the small side, I think. But, like, you still have everything you need. I left this counter blank and empty. So your Sims definitely have somewhere they can cook. The red in this build is literally gorge. I am obsessed with her. Then right over here you have the primary bedroom with a little brown moment. I don't know. I used some of this clutter stuff. I bought the clutter kit because it was on sale. Gotta shop those deals, guys. Gotta shop those deals. I do apologize for the lack of limited packs in this build, but, you know, sue me, I swear. Then this is one of the bathrooms. All of the bathrooms basically look the same. So we can, like, kind of graze through them if you want. Like, this is the hall bath. Really cute. This is the nursery. I have never done a nursery this particular style. This rug is from, what is the pack called? Like the eclectic stuff pack or whatever. Let me tell you. It is from, there's not a name on this. Hold on. I feel bad about that. I want to tell you who made this pack. From the Decor to the Max kit. but I'm obsessed with her. And this wallpaper is actually base game. It's one of my favorite in the entire game. It comes in like beautiful subtle like pink and green and yellow colors as well. I used it a lot in nurseries back when I first started playing The Sims 4. Like, this is an OG stan. Love her. Then, of course, you're going to come up the stairs. I like little L-shaped stairs like this in real life. Again, never lived anywhere with a 2-story house. And then you have like the little landing. I absolutely love this. Like, I like the idea that this is, like, the center of the one husband's, like, life. He works up here. He does, like, arts and crafts with the kiddos because he's got a flexible schedule because he is that man. All right? And then, like, the little, like, pockets of everything. Like, this man's very organized. He probably, like, has Instagram reels dedicated to, like, organization tips for his kiddos. And he buys everything he owns from Pottery Barn. Love that. And then, of course, we have this one. I, again, used a different variation of the one I use downstairs. This, of course, has, like, the little half, I don't know what you would call that, like, the trim, but I really, really like it. It does seem a little empty to me. I should have definitely added some things to the desk before I put it on the gallery, but this light blue bed, I would have been obsessed with. Then, of course, there's, like, a little ensuite. This bathroom is a little different. I went ahead and added, like, some pops of pink to the bedroom. Now, this is supposed to be, like, a teen bedroom, but it's very much giving tween, in my opinion. But I still like it. And then, of course, the bedroom of my dreams. Completed. I went ahead and added some mess off camera. Sometimes I do that right before I upload a build to the gallery. I'm like, let me just add on like a couple more little like details, you know. And since this room was making me feel so awe-inspired by my own childhood, I of course had to make it a disaster because I was a messy kid. And then again, we have another bathroom, a hallway bathroom. Again, very generic, very plain. Oh! And apparently non-functional. There we go. That was a oopsie-doopsie on my half. Yeah, oops. Oops is right. But that is the entire house. I'm really happy with how she came out. I think this house is extremely playable. I want to tell you, I remember to upload a version to the gallery that is unfurnished. I did! Oh! Yay! Okay, so I've been trying to remember to do this. This is just the shell of the house, and it's completely done with landscaping and the floor plan. I've been trying to remember to do this on some of my more, like, family style, like less niche gameplay builds. Like, I obviously built a house, and every room was inspired by a different Taylor Swift album, and so it was, like, a very niche house, so I did not upload the shell for that. But this house is very playable, and I know a lot of people just like to decorate. Me, personally, if I was not a content creator... Okay, I'm lying, because I think building is, like, so therapeutic, and I've been building way longer than I've been creating content. But I do love to decorate. That's my favorite part. So here is the little build. It's a 4-4. I'm trying to think... If you don't have... I want to say city living and backyard stuff, and... probably Discover University, the shell will not really look different. The growing together columns are really mainly what I use, and I primarily used, not get growing together, my mirror just fell, and my dog just leapt very far. So, I lost my train of thought. Basically, use the shell, love the shell. If you enjoyed watching, get ready for a lot of holiday theme builds. I'm looking forward to it, so if you want to follow along, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You know I love when you do that. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I really think we can do it. We just hit 350 like a few days ago, which is so exciting. Thank you guys for like watching me, supporting me. Like, this is like low-key like my dream, and I love sharing it with all of you. Give this video a thumbs up just because you feel like it, really, because I am asking. Drink your water, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.